Hey guys, I'm your host Rico Beard. Let me give you a special edition of the 5 Star Zone. Why? Because it's a little early, but not often do you get two teams, two top basketball teams playing each other this early in the season to such a great game. But we actually saw that happen Saturday night. So I kind of want to give a bonus breakdown. Michigan State hosts Arkansas Razorbacks. John Calipari versus Tom Izzo, both are good friends with each other. And this game did not disappoint. It was the battle of the freshmen. Michigan State wins the game 69-66. And from a Big Ten perspective, I just kind of want to say this. I think that Izzo still working on what his lineup is going to be. But Cam Ward, the true freshman from Maryland, goes out there, 18 points, 10 rebounds, and they needed all 18 points to get this victory. When you look at this Michigan State team, look, Cohen Carr comes out the game, and he's flying, and he's dunking, and he's doing everything that he could do. Carr finished the game with, let me get the exact points. He finished with 15 points, but he only had 3 points in the second half. It really was in the second half. It was Ward who stepped up. It was Cooper who came in and got a lot of alley-oop lobs. And all of a sudden, Jackson Kohler was able to get 8 of his 10 points in the second half. Fears goes out there, and he doesn't make a basket. Fears only hits free throws, but he has 9 assists, and Michigan State comes away with a victory. Now, it was not a perfect game by any means. They went 1 for 14 in three-point baskets, and that was Trey Fort. 1 for 14 normally means you don't win a game. 1 for 14 means you're getting run out of the gym, but they didn't. They found a way to win, and one of the key points of doing that was they out-rebounded Arkansas. As a matter of fact, Michigan State ended up with 19 offensive rebounds. 19. And of the 19, 10 of them ended up becoming put-back baskets. So that's where you made up for the lack of three-point shooting, because they just hit the boards hard. And John Calipari talked about it after the game and saying that he tried to tell his team and tried to instill his team that this team is going to pound the boards. He was shocked that they were able to go out there, and he was shocked that they were just able to just kill them on the glass. 19 offensive rebounds was just too much for them to handle as Michigan State walked away with the 3-point victory. And then also for the Spartans, I think the biggest thing for them, they need to develop a killer guy, a go-to guy, somebody who can just finish the game off. Because, look, I think if this game would have finished, if Arkansas would have made a basket and the score was tied, or Arkansas was up by 1 with 10 seconds to go, I don't know who shoots the shot for MSU. You would say Fears, but Fears hadn't made a basket all day, and running to the rim, shots were getting blocked. I'll give it to the Arkansas defense. They protected the rim from shots, not necessarily from getting rebounds, but they were blocking shots left and right. So I don't know who's that go-to guy for Michigan State as of now. Now, the season is long, but Izzo has some games coming up against Kentucky next week. He's got games against North Carolina. He's got a home game against Duke. Those are going to be the games that you really judge this team upon. What's he going to do in those next 3 marquee games? The good news for Tom, he's 1-0 in those big games. If Michigan State could somehow split and go 2-2, I think most Spartan fans would take that, especially if that second game you can win it, Duke coming to the crib with the Boozer twins in December. But right now, they got to win. It wasn't a pretty win. Late in the game, Michigan State did not make a basket for like the final 5.5 minutes. They said they were stuck at 66 points, could not score a basket. Cam Scott, missed a couple of free throws. Jordan Scott missed a couple of free throws, missed 2 free throws late in the game that could have iced it. Jeremy Fears had a creative play where he does a pump fake, and Darius Acuff, the Arkansas freshman, falls for it. And Fears is awarded 3 free throws late in the game. If he hits all 3, Michigan State's up by 4. He only hit 2. Michigan State's up by 3. They played good defense. They limited the Arkansas second chance points. They got the rebounds. Jordan Scott pulls down one of the rebounds. And look, Cameron Ward's going to get a lot of notoriety, 18-10, but there was a reason why Scott was out on the court and Ward was not for a lot of that time period. One, Ward, he still has to work on his shot. He has to work on his free throws. He could add more points, but he's just not a good free throw shooter. Second, I got to give Jordan Scott some credit because his 2 rebounds late in the game showed a ton of poise for a true freshman. And it wasn't just grabbing the rebound because he was able to go up and find where the ball was at. But it was what he did afterwards. He did not panic in the moment. He didn't throw the ball away just trying to quickly get it to somebody else playing hot potato. He gathered himself up. He found the outlet, and the second time he made Arkansas go and foul him, and that showed me a lot of poise. The 2 freshmen really stepped up and really did what they had to do for Michigan State. I like what I saw from them. I really liked it. I'm like, okay, this is what you want. As far as, Arkansas, they had a couple of freshmen out there, but their freshmen, especially Darius Akoff Jr. from Detroit, played at Cass Tech for a little bit. Late in the game, I think the moment was a little too big. He goes up, he tries to shoot the shot, and let's face it, it wasn't what they really wanted. He took a 3-point basket, and it wasn't the shot that they probably necessarily should have had. So that's my wrap up for that game. Michigan State pulls out that victory. And as far as the Spartans go, they're 1-0 when it comes to the big game. So just wanted to give you that little bit of tidbit for Michigan State and what happened. I'll have more as basketball season goes along. But thanks for watching this special edition of the 5 Star Zone.